Breaking news here at Kroger Field. Drew Franklin is dead. That's right, DED, dead. He gone because Kentucky is playing Ole Miss at noon. Drew Franklin, care to comment?
We waited 12 years to go back to Oxford. 12 years. Last time we were there, noon kickoff. It was fun, but we just had like an hour in the Grove. 12 years we're going back. I just wanted 3:30, 7, make it 5, make up time, I don't care. Just not noon. And what do they do to us, Nick? They gave us noon. 12 years to go get one more hour in Oxford. That's all we get. I'm so upset. It's very selfish of me. For the football team, noon is probably good. But for the people going to Oxford, that just completely derails a long day of tailgating in the Grove. I'm broken. I'm absolutely broken.
Not only noon, 11 a.m. Central.
Oh, God.
11 a.m. local.
It's AM.
Breakfast football. Kentucky at Ole Miss. I feel for a lot of people. I don't know for you all, but personally, this is the most amount of people I've seen or heard of going to a road game. And so for top 15 matchup, they get the old noon treatment from ESPN. Tough break for a lot of people.
12 years.
I don't know who's angrier today, Drew Franklin at ESPN for the noon kickoff or Mark Stoops at the wide receiver who missed a block on a sweep. I thought he was going to flip over the table and punch Adam Luck in the face for even bringing it up, but the receivers aren't blocking enough, damn it.
Used to be a joke. Kentucky receivers, all they did was block, and now they're not blocking at all. Head football coach, that was, I think, the most mad he's been at a press conference this year, was when I asked about the perimeter blocking.
Yeah, the receiver blocking you mentioned, how big everybody wants to drag on the offensive line, but how has that been? You feel, is that something y'all need to keep?
Yeah, I mean, there's one play with a missed assignment, goes for a negative -4 yards, and everybody's going to say it's on the offensive line. When we have it, we have it all sealed up if we do what we're supposed to do. You know, it's probably a 20-yard gain instead of 4-yard loss, but that's not on the offensive line. That's on a wide receiver completely with it.
I think there's going to be some yelling going on in the receiver room this week. So look for that to be a point of emphasis this week. Mark Stoops saying the young wide receivers are talented, but if they ain't going to block, they ain't going to play. So that is, I know everybody wants to rag on the offensive line, and they do have to play a lot better, but they need some help around them.
Well, that was kind of the talking point when we left on Saturday. 11 different receivers catching passes. So great to see the passing offense take flight. But when they're doing the other things, that's going to be the key talking point this week. Mark Stoops was incredibly disappointed, similar to Rich Scangarello, about the undisciplined play of the Kentucky offense. They've got to get that cleaned up this week. It's all about the little things, whether it's a block on an outside zone, or you go down the laundry list. Will Levis taking sacks. There's a lot of undisciplined play. So I know a lot of folks, when you leave a shutout, your first shutout since Drew got fired at Tony Roma's, you're going to be optimistic for the most part. But over here at the Joe Kraft Football Training Facility, Mark Stoops and his coaching staff, they're not happy with the way the offense is playing right now.
No, I liked after the game Saturday, Coach Rich was angry. Stoops looked very angry today when he sat down. He must have just had a meeting and gotten on some people. And then, of course, as Luckett mentioned, the calling out the receiver for blocking. Ooh. It's good to get a win that big and still have all those teaching points as they host Northern Illinois, and then the next week, the 11 a.m. game in Oxford.
You
know what, guys?
Are you going to make it?
I don't want to make this about me, but I'm getting old, you know. I still have the fastball, but only for a few more years. And I just wanted one last run in Oxford, one full speed, leave it all in the Grove for 7 p.m. kick.
Folks,
we'll still be in Oxford, and we'll still meet up. We'll drink some Bud Lights, but it's not going to be the same, Drew.
5 a.m. start. But hey, Northern Illinois week, that's where we're focused. We'll worry about Oxford later.
They might have a hurt quarterback. We don't know. We'll find out probably more on Saturday. If not, look, things could get dicey for the Huskies here at Kroger Field. Didn't show a lot with that backup.
No, Rocky Lombardi, their starter, Michigan State transfer, played really well, was perfect, 8 for 8 for 100-some yards against Vanderbilt. Then he gets hurt. Things fall apart for Northern Illinois. So without him, they could be in real trouble against Kentucky. So not only J.J. Weaver injury watch here, week to week, as Mark Stoops said, and Ja'Ton McClain still week to week, but we're also on Northern Illinois injury watch with Rocky Lombardi.
You should be on KSR Football Podcast Watch tonight since you're here on the YouTube channel, 7 o'clock, right? Is that when we're starting, Roush?
You got to subscribe. watch us. It's basically going to be Drew Franklin misery night because his Tennessee Titans are playing the Buffalo Bills. So if you want to see more sad Drew Franklin, I don't think any Music City miracle is happening tonight. So please tune in. Please visit our friends at PortRoyalPlants.com. I rubbed some of that CBD oil on my back last night after Old Man Basketball League made it another year.
Hey, proud of you.
Severe injury.
Proud of you.
We did it. If you stay on the floor, you can't get hurt. If you're using Port Royal Plants, Kentucky Proud CBD products, you're in great shape. It's the best of the best. Unlike ESPN, they're the worst, the absolute worst. Get them the hell out of here. Stupid noon kickoff.
I'm going to throw up.
Oh, God. Cut it off. We can't have this puke on here.